Most couples don't fall apart because they stop loving or because the bedroom went cold. They fracture because they stop doing one tiny life-saving habit. They stop moving toward each other every day in small ways. When micro-connection fades, love starts shallow breathing. That's the clinical truth. Ask yourself, when did the two of you stop holding eye contact for a beat longer? Stop turning your torso toward one another. Stop setting the phone face and saying, "Tell me everything"? Non-verbal signals, angled shoulders, skimming eyes, clipped breaths, are the map of your hidden dynamic. If you don't read the map, you get lost inside the house. Mini reveal, what kills the relationship is not sex, it's the missed bids for connection, and the failure to turn toward them. A sigh, a clumsy joke, a touch on the forearm, each is a doorbell. When the other person doesn't answer, the toxic pattern bootstraps itself. Protest on one side, retreat on the other. This series starts clinically, not cynically. We'll name the lies couples tell to stay safe. We'll trade the comfort for clarity, repair, and a return to being in each other's line of sight. Here is what it looks like in real homes. Arguments repeat about money, chores, screens, in-laws, bedtime. The topics rotate, the ache does not. One partner thinks, if I say it perfectly, they'll finally get it. The other thinks, if I stay quiet, this will pass. Both are telling themselves a lie, that the content is the problem. Clinically, what I see is a loss of moment-to-moment attunement, missing each other's small doorbells all day, then hoping a single big talk will fix the climate. Symptoms show up early in the body before they enter the words. Shoulders angle away mid-conversation. Eyes skim past without landing. A jaw clenches when the calendar opens. Fingers retreat when the other reaches. Breath becomes shallow, desynchronized. The room feels crowded by two phones face down like small walls. Replies shrink into logistics. What's the plan? Did you pay? When's pickup? Living becomes a project. The relationship, a shared inbox. Mini reveal. Most couples think they fight about sex, money, or time. They're fighting about recognition. Do you see me when it's inconvenient? When the answer is uncertain, the nervous system defaults to protest or retreat. Protest sounds like rapid-fire questions, sarcasm, scorekeeping. Retreat looks like silence, monotone, staying busy, going to bed early. Both are survival moves, not character flaws. Another pattern, postponing repair. We'll talk on the weekend. By then, the story has hardened. Each partner consults a private courtroom of memories, selecting exhibits that prove the other is unsafe. The next disagreement inherits last week's verdict, plus interest. And here is the stealthiest symptom. The pair stops laughing at small absurdities. The inside jokes evaporate. Humor is micro-attunement disguised as play. Without it, the nervous system has nowhere soft to land. You can still live together, parent together, even plan vacations, yet feel invisible, unchosen, and perpetually one conversation behind. This looks ordinary, yet it steadily erodes attachment and safety. The one thing couples stop doing that kills the relationship is micro-attunement, creating and responding to bids for connection, and repairing quickly when those bids misfire. It is not dramatic. It is not Instagrammable. It is a daily posture of turning toward. When partners stop doing it, they don't just lose romance. They lose the nervous system permission to relax in each other's presence. Behaviorally, here's the slope. A bid appears, look at this meme, my boss was weird. A sigh, a shoulder drop, a tentative forearm touch. If the partner turns toward, eye contact, a soft, tell me more, a leaning in gesture, the bid lands and the body settles. If the partner turns away, no response, a distracted, aha, a micro flinch, the bid registers as mild rejection. One miss doesn't matter. 20 misses in a day retrain the attachment system to brace. Attachment style shapes the choreography. Anxiously attached partners escalate bids into protest when they sense distance. More questions, sharper tone, looping stories. Avoidantly attached partners downshift into minimalism when they sense demand. Fewer words, flatter effect, tighter posture. This duet, protest left-right arrow retreat, is not moral, it's mechanical. Both partners are trying to protect their core need, recognition for the anxious, autonomy for the avoidant, by using strategies that accidentally deprive the other of theirs. Mini reveal, content fights, sex, money, time, are often cover stories for an attunement deficit. When recognition drops below a certain threshold, the brain recruits old, efficient patterns, scorekeeping for the anxious, stonewalling for the avoidant, to conserve energy. The couple then debates facts, while the body is pleading for safety cues. Clinically, I don't just listen to words. I watch latency and micro-angles. Does the reply come within 2 seconds when the partner displays distress? Do shoulders rotate even 10 degrees toward the speaker? Do feet point to the door? Is the breath synchronized during hard topics? Does the hand stay open on the knee or curl into a fist? These nonverbal metrics predict whether repair attempts will land. If the body won't orient, the language can't carry. Self-deception keeps the pattern running. "We're just busy" is often a socially acceptable alias for "we've stopped making micro-priorities." "I'm keeping the peace" can mask "I'm avoiding my shame" response. "We'll talk later" means let the story harden, then we'll argue with exhibits. Each statement protects the speaker from discomfort now while taxing the bond later with interest. Here is the hinge. Healthy couples are not those who never rupture. They are the ones who repair fast. A 90-second repair, naming the pattern, owning your slice, making a small ask, changes the climate more than a 3-hour summit with perfect arguments. Why? Because repair reintroduces safety cues that the body trusts. Warmth of tone, lowered shoulders, slowed breath, an authentic "I'm sorry," and a concrete next step sized for today. Another mini reveal, laughter and inside jokes are not decoration, they are stealth repairs. Shared humor metabolizes arousal and resets orientation toward each other. When it disappears, arousal has no vent. The couple becomes a project management unit, efficient, unfun, brittle. Diagnosis, then, is simple and sobering. You didn't lose love, you lost turning toward. Without micro-attunement, every topic inherits the emotional debt of the last one. With it, even hard topics become bearable because the body recognizes home. Let's make this practical. If the problem is the collapse of micro-attunement, missed bids, delayed repair, then the cure is a daily posture of turning toward, measured in minutes and gestures, not grand speeches. What follows are concrete protocols my couples use in session and at home. 1. The 10-minute state of us, daily. This is not a debrief of logistics. It is a micro-ritual to reintroduce recognition. Structure: 3-3-3, 1-3 minutes. High/low. Each person names one high and one low from the day. No advice. 3 minutes. Reflect and label. The listener mirrors the story and labels the emotion they perceive. 3 minutes. Tiny need. Each person names one small, doable request for the next 24 hours. 1 minute. Close. A 20-second hug with slow breathing or a palm-to-palm touch. Non-verbal script. Bodies angled toward each other. Phones out of reach. Eye contact that lands, not stares. Breath deliberately slower. If you can't slow your breath, your words won't feel safe. Language model. Reflect. When you mentioned your boss, your shoulders dropped. Did you feel cornered? Validate. That makes sense. No wonder you were short on patience. Request. Would it help if I check in before your morning meeting tomorrow? Mini reveal. Most couples fail here because they chase depth before they create safety. 10 minutes of warm orientation earns you the deeper conversation you keep postponing. 2. The A/R method. Acknowledge/reveal/request use when tension rises. It's a surgical strike that keeps the nervous system inside the window of tolerance. Acknowledge. Mirror content and emotion. I hear you're worried about money, and I see how tense your jaw is. Reveal. Offer one sentence of your internal state, honest and contained. I've been avoiding the budget because I feel inadequate. Request. Ask for one concrete behavior. Can we review it Sunday at 10 a.m. for 20 minutes? Rules. 1 sentence per step. No biography. If your partner escalates, recycle to acknowledge before attempting reveal again. 3. The 90-second repairs that work are short and embodied, not comprehensive and perfect. Step 1. 30s name the pattern. We're in the blame loop. Step 2. 30s, own your slice. My tone got sharp. I'm sorry. Step 3. 30s, make a small ask. Can we reset and slow this down? Nonverbals. Soften your shoulders, open your palm, reduce volume by 20%. Insert 2 deliberate breaths. If your body doesn't signal safety, your apology will read as strategy. Clinic case, anonymous. A couple who escalated within 60 seconds agreed to tap the table once to mark pattern detected, then immediately ran the 90-second protocol. Frequency of ruptures stayed the same for 2 weeks. Duration dropped from 45 minutes to under 6 minutes. By week 4, frequency fell to 4. Boundary scripts, non-punitive. Boundaries protect connection by limiting damage, not by punishing. I'll talk when we can both stay under a 5 out of 10 intensity. I'm taking 15 minutes and I will come back. I won't continue if there's name calling. I want to solve, not score points. If we're exhausted, let's park this with a timestamp. Tomorrow 7:30 p.m., 20 minutes. Important. Boundaries without return times. Are avoidance in disguise. Always specify when you'll re-engage. 5. Rituals of turning towards. Seed the day with low-effort bids and responsive gestures. 3. Daily microbids. A steady look that lands for 1 full breath, a light touch on shoulder or forearm, an open-ended, bite-sized question, what felt heavy today? Threshold kisses. 10 to 20 seconds leaving home, returning, and going to sleep. Breathe together, not just lips touching. The 2-minute tuck-in. Before bed, each person names one thing they appreciated in the last 24 hours. Mini reveal. Inside jokes are repairs in costume. Revive them deliberately. Keep a ridiculous jar where you drop funny mispronunciations or household bloopers. Read 2 every Saturday morning. 6. Weekly 30-minute meaning check-in. Content fights shrink when shared purpose grows. 3 prompts. 1. What are we building together this week? 1 sentence. 2. What drained us? Each names one thing. 3. One thing I want a little more of / a little less of. Format. Timer on. No cross-examination. Capture 1 next action per person. Size to 15 minutes or less. Attachment-informed tweaks if you lean anxious. Pre-regulate before initiating. 2 minutes of slow exhale. Then start with an acknowledge about them before your reveal. Shrink your requests. 1 ask per check-in. If you lean avoidant, pre-commit to a time and duration. Offer 1 explicit emotional sentence per check-in. I felt overwhelmed at 4 p.m. Keep eye contact brief but real. Angle your torso to face your partner. Behavioral KPIs, track weekly, bid response rate. Aim for greater than or equal to 70% of bids answered within 10 seconds. Eye contact, a word, or a touch counts. Repair latency. Keep time to repair under 24 hours. Gold standard. Under 10 minutes post-rupture. Rupture duration. Target less than 10 minutes before reset. Inside joke frequency. Log 2 moments of shared humor per week minimum. Phone-free minutes. 10 minutes daily during the state of us. Post these metrics on the fridge or a shared note. Numbers make the invisible visible. Common pitfalls and how to correct pitfall. Using the daily check-in to litigate old grievances. Correction. If history intrudes, park it in a parking lot note for the weekly check-in. Pitfall. Apologies that explain. Correction. Remove, but. Say, I'm sorry. I was defensive. I want to try again. Pitfall. Waiting for motivation. Correction. Ritual precedes feeling. Do the behavior. Safety follows. Bottom line. You don't need a 3-hour summit. You need 1,000 small turns. When partners create and answer bids, and repair within minutes instead of days, the body relearns that home is a person, not a place. The climate changes first, then the content. Sex often improves, yes, but as a byproduct of safety, not a substitute for it. Here's the naked truth. Love rarely dies from lack of fireworks. It dies from the quiet extinction of small turnings toward unanswered doorbells, unacknowledged sighs, unreturned glances. When those micro moments vanish, the body stops believing it is safe to land. Everything else, sex, money, calendars, starts borrowing fear from that deficit. You have a clinical choice: the short-term comfort of avoidance or the short-term discomfort of telling the truth and repairing in real time. Avoidance soothes now and taxes later, with interest. Truth stings now and heals fast, because it reintroduces safety signals the nervous system trusts: warmth of tone, orienting posture, slower breath, clear limits, concrete next steps. Mini reveal: attunement isn't a personality trait, it's a trainable skill. Couples who practice 10 minutes a day change their emotional climate within weeks. The outside world may look the same bills, same toddler chaos, same deadlines, but the inside weather shifts from braced to breathable. Measure what matters. Track your bid response rate. Time your repairs. Count the laughs. Post the numbers where both of you can see them. Data is not romance, but it is relief, a way to witness progress when old narratives try to drag you back. You don't need grand gestures. You need small, repeated turns. Do that, and the house becomes home again. Two nervous systems learning to exhale in the same room. If you take one action today, make it this. Notice one bid and turn toward it. Eyes, body, breath, then words. That tiny move changes the climate faster than any perfect argument. Rebuild safety with minutes, not monologues. Repair within minutes, not days. Track your numbers so progress can't hide. If this helped, subscribe, like, and share so you won't miss the hard truths that bring you back to yourselves. More practice guides and dialogue scripts are coming. Clear, usable, clinical. Clarity is a habit. Start it now, together.